Lovely purples, welcome to Bad End Theater. On Steam, it's only saying select your protagonist and explore a variety of terrible fates. Developed and published by Nom Nom Nami, and the texts here are visual novel, multiple ending, storage, and LGBTQ+. I'm excited to see this one. I think it's a short game. It also got released like 2 years ago or something. I wanted to play it since then. Nice. Actually, I wanted to play this one for Spooktober at some point. There is some trigger warning, and I'm gonna click on this button now. Content warning: blood, gore, violence, strong language. Notice, if you choose to enter Bad End Theater, you will witness many scenes involving violence, murder, and death. Despite the stark subject matter, the overall tone of my story is meant to be lighthearted, not too graphic, and never lingering too long in any particular misery. With that said, please exit the theater if you ever feel overwhelmed with despair. My intention is not to harm, but to entertain. I hope you'll enjoy the show. Signed, your playwright. All right, so if this is too sensitive for you, please just watch another streamer, and we're gonna see each other probably tomorrow again or the next days. A little warning here. Let's enter. I never played this one, and I'm curious what this game is about. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On the stage, we shall be toying with fate. You can also go back, log, save, auto, skip, and menu. Okay. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. By the way, this game is also having lots of good reviews. I'm very excited. Crash's evil twin, Lucifer. Hi, Pan, welcome back. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. You are the human doll. You are the demon doll. I guess I'm human. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. Content warning, huh? Well, I mean, it's not called Good End Theater for... Yeah. And we're always saying, oh, bad ending unlocked. I think this game is only about bad ending. Oh, I need to remove this one. You're right. Be right back. Oh, you're right. Thank you. How will you interact with the demon doll? Attack it, play nice. Hostile. I'm gonna play nice. You try to make friends with the demon doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How rude. Oh, okay. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story needs to not end. That was already bad ending. Okay. Let's reset the stage and try again. It's this time try controlling the other doll. The demon one. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Play nice? Wicked. It's the devil. What did you say? I don't know. Letting me go? You and the human doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Aww! Why? This isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to play from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. You are human doll hostile or demon doll wicked. Set the doll's behavior. I am wicked. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Attack it? You kill the human doll in cold blood. How ruthless. End tutorial. I'm done. Do you understand how to play? I think so. Explain from the now. I get it. This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Secret good ending? You think there is one? Well, I mean, there's, I guess, one in the tutorial. Like the devil and the human can be friends, I guess. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. You are a hero, maiden, underling, or overlord. Why is everything locked? Set behavior. Oh, this is locked, of course. Yeah, we need to get there first. I would like to be a maiden? Underling? Huh. Every ending is bad when I I guess that's true. What is an overlord doing? I'm gonna be the hero first. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle, who even puts a village right next to where an anti-demon army hangs out. You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Bravely slaughter the evil creatures. Dutiful. Flee like a coward. No, I got a sword. You make quick work of the wild creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters. If you want to reach the overlords, cut through the demon army, ask if they'll let you in. Diplomatic? No, I'm gonna slaughter them. You gather your courage. This is what you must do in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyway. The world is much safer with them gone. That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all your soldiers. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She finds ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. Now I think I know what an Overlord is. You've become strong from the hordes of demons he took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief. But your job is not yet finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. Overlord, kid enemy. Oh, that's an enemy? It isn't? Okay. It just as you suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does that matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You turn to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Is this another ending now? Failed hero. This is so unsatisfying. Exit theater. Reset the stage. Okay. Now I'm kind of curious. You're the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures, fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You're told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it? You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. I'm just gonna skip until there's this one. Bravely flee like a coward. I want to see this end. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you ever ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even find some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There is no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Ask if they were to let you in. Hey guys, can you just let me in? You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. They're gonna slaughter me. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. Okay, I did not expect that. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes that she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever, at least that she knows of. You think how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Useless hero end. Okay. I kind of want to fight through it, and then I wanna talk to the Overlord probably. Let's reset this one. Dutiful. Oh, I can do this one. Ah, interesting. Let's do this one again. You're the hero you like to think of yourself. Okay, we can skip now. Bravely slaughter the evil creatures. I'll cut through the demon army. This one? What? Oh, that's probably the same one. Okay. What if you're... Can we do both? Set behaviors to change the flow of events. You're the hero you like to think. I guess this is what we... Okay, never mind. Let's do the rest then. I'm curious about the maiden now. Where is she? Where is she? That's the question. You're a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You're told that you're fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity. Who knows? You are in a church. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into this role of a maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You're impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. She's just bored. You'll even know it and venture forth to find a demon just to, see what happens. It's cute. You could probably set them so they act differently when you play another. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. That's a good idea. Yeah, she's like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Shout for a hero to come save you. Introduce yourself. I'm gonna be polite. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. Oh, look how cute she is. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting a lot. How painful. Yum, 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 yum. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think? Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Hey Fate, can you hurry up and let me get captured already? I'm already 16 years old, almost a granny this time. And I guess so. Well, she's dying, right? Yeah, she's questioning fate. Bit by bit, you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Consume bait and end. Alright. Then Let's go the other route. This time, I am gonna shout for hero to come save me. Help! Help! You yell, but a hero does not come. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting a lot. How painful. Yeah, that was also stupid. It's because she was challenging her fate. Well. Alright, what is the underling doing then? There are 41 bad endings? Huh. Interesting. Alright, underling. Thank you, Kronos. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. You're a demon underling in service of the overlords. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. They're also bored. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the overlord for a day off. Oh, that's possible? She gives you an earful about responsibility and questioning your obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to her past. To post, not past. She's not a time traveler, or they're not time traveler. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the overlord to your friends. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's overthrow. Oh, disloyal. I want to be disloyal. Let's overthrow her. No! You're sick of this overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new overlord. Oh, wow. Okay. You like the sound of that? You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. But is that a good ending? It's not good. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. Looking also very bored. We're all going to die, maybe. I have no idea which direction this is going. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you and you spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. Are we gonna meet the maid here? There she is! As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Gobble her up, hungry, or hear her out? I'm gonna hear her out. You're in a good mood today and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would even be possible to understand each other before now. Maybe they're gonna get friends. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the overlords. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Destiny. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the overlord. The overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The overlord nods and says, everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look and you say, that was just a joke, of course. She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sound of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk. Avenge your fallen comrades? But I am gonna die then. Save yourself. I'm gonna save myself. You look around at the lifeless forms of those you've known as far back as you can remember. You feel glad to not be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from any humans or demons, where you'll live peacefully, alone, in some deep, dark forest somewhere. Deserter underling end. Okay, that's very interesting. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if I'm gonna eat? Eats the maiden immediately. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Let's overthrow her. Gobble her up. Yum, 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 yum. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. Yum, 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 yum. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought and feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with courses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Put on a show, change your mind and leave. I'm gonna put on a show. You attack the nearest human. He's old and weak and his bones crunch delightful. Ah, that sounds horrible. Your audience's screams grow louder. Applause? You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. Well, I'm losing my head. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtain closes. Performer underling ends. Alright. Interesting. I would like to... No, I don't want to eat that. But I don't want to be disloyal this time. Yeah, let's do this. Let's not. You tell your friends you were totally not serious about this whole thing. You were actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. The others not, but don't seem convinced. You see, coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. But you're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for you to come save for her. But I think this is gonna be... Okay. I'm gonna gobble her. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. Put on a show? I'm gonna put on a show because we didn't do this so far. You attack the nearest human. He's old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience's screams grow louder. Applause! Well, that was also the same ending. Alrighty. Then, let's see the perspective of the Overlord. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty crushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing if you're being quite honest with yourself and you don't really understand the politics of it. Josh, I'm not gonna read this. No. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and made sure to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. Look at her. I like what she's wearing with the heart. Thank you for the lurk, dear Pan. Enjoy the game. What to do with this underling? Tell them to get back to work, tyrant. Grant them today. No, I'm gonna be a tyrant. No, you're not allowed. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants are to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'd thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy overlord bed. Oh, that lecture made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the overlord. My talent is to sleep. I like that. You wake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. You thought you told that underling to do their job, not drag strangers into your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized breakaway from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. That underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. Aw, she's so cute. She says her role is to be captured by you. But she's a bit weird though, right? Just wait until they found an underling union. Then the time of you bossing her with the 0 days off with no payment will end. I guess so. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Hey, they're bringing me even the maiden here. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient, thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate your honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough? How can I become more maiden-like? Why was this one blue? You don't really understand the question. You think this world... Oh, because she was speaking. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. Antisocial. Tell her she'd better go home. Let her stay for a while. I'm gonna take this one. Go home. You love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. Next time we're gonna see. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation just asking for trouble, you think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You are glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans as not to agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughed at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausted at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. Oh! He was apparently searching for the maiden, who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Maybe he's so shocked now. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Are we falling in love, maybe? Keep her here, possessive, but then I'm gonna die. Let them go. I don't know what to take. I'm gonna die then. Let them go. You're certain that she returned to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while. Until your door slams shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? Oh, it's the union. The union they built, right? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being... what is this? Usurped? Usurped? Usurped. They have zero foresight what castle will they rule from if this one burns. You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you. That this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards. They are very filthy. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. Can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You see them in hell. Burned overlord end. We did. Told ya. Yeah, true. Huh. What if I'm gonna take this? Possessive? We've got 6 endings now. Won't let the hero take the maiden home. Yeah, let's do that. I'll tell them to get back to work. Gonna skip here. Tell her she'd better go home. And keep her here. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before you can steal your maiden away. Oh, really? She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. I'm a psychopath now. You take a step toward the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. Look at my face. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. Selfish overlord end. Okay, interesting. There are so many things to do, chat. No, I don't want to replay the tutorial. Okay, what else can we do now? How can I get other endings? What if I'm gonna say, yeah, you can have a day off. Let's be very kind now. There's also a lock here. Oh, never mind. Because... No. Oh, I didn't save. That's why? No. Return. What am I doing? There you go. Grant them the day off. Okay. You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the overlord sure is great. You wake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. Oh, it's her again, right? Tell her she'd better go home. Let them go. I think it's the same ending, though. Yep, it's the same ending. Damn, we're speedrunning this game. I think now it's getting a bit trickier because you need to find other endings, you know? What's gonna happen when we're exiting the theater? Probably exit the game, right? Yeah, we've got 7 of 41 endings. Bad end? What's gonna happen? Okay. Select a character to display their timeline. Oh goodness, look at that. Maybe we need to go back to the first hero again. Let me see. Bravely slaughter the evil creatures. Cut through the demon army. Yes. You find the maiden being held captive by the overlord, just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Destroy the overlords? Ask the maiden what's going on. She explained that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asked why you were covered in blood. You don't know how to respond. The overlord moves past you and out the door. To see her army in lifeless, bloody piles. Oh god. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. Step the overlord while you can. This is all just a big misunderstanding. She let the whole thing slide. If you could just explain yourself, you really try. But the overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserve this. Tragic hero. I think we need to be kind here. Okay. Slaughter all? No, we're not gonna slaughter them. Tries to kill? No. Okay. Let's try this again. Flee like a coward. Ask if they let you in. There you go. The overlord and maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. Oh, we had that. Ask the maiden what's going on. The maiden explains that she was never actually captured and that she came here on her own via volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. The overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you casually exit the castle. But you need that XP for a level up, so you can get that fishing skill. You try to make conversation with the maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the overlord's room. She's shy. I think she's not happy. She suddenly stops in her tracks, and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Oh, the overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. You can't help but feel relieved you got the maiden out of there when you did, but she suddenly takes off towards the burning castle. Panic sets in, and you follow to try to stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No. Going in there would be suicide. You return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Bystander hero. Okay, that's a very interesting name here. I kind of want to play from this role. It's you're a maiden. Introduce yourself. Polite. No. You tell the demon your name. Explain. I had this already. Oh, you can also make auto, but I it's not working for me. Alright. It turns out she never had any plans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to rescue you. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the overlord what you should do. What you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She make it sound so simple. This overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude! You just gotta hear. Obey her. Refuse to leave. I'm refusing to leave. I wanna spend more time with her. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out of anything. Hooray! The overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised by to believe. As it turns out, she recommended her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero after them. You realize that must be why you'd never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really they are just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But, oh, oops. Did I skip? I pressed LB. You may be different, but really they are trying to... Oh, no, never mind. I just went back. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. As you think that, no, the hero is destroying the moment. The hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first, until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. You apologize for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. I think we need to take care of the fire first, right? You're about halfway back to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. Stopping your tracks, the castle's engulfed in flames. Is the Overlord alright? You can't return to the village like this. You have to know. You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fist against the door helplessly. She's gonna burn there, alive. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't got much time left now. You desperately head towards the stairs to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. You can't help but laugh. What a joke. It made in saving the Overlord. If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. Selfless may an end be. Well, we need to take care of the fire. I don't want to put this on fire. Can we change that somehow? 10 endings now. I actually need some water. I can see people are redeeming water. I'm gonna grab some fresh water. I'm gonna be back like in 2 minutes. Be right back. Hello, I'm back again. I actually could have also done this because the burbles are inside. Well, all right. We wanted to do something, right? Bad ending. We need to do something with the fire. Bad ending. I don't want to put this. Let me see. I don't want to have flames here. thank you. Try to reach the true ending. The true ending. I wonder if the true ending is a bad ending. Yeah, I don't want to. Let's see. Let's just check it out. How this is going to be from this perspective. You are a demon underling. So I'm cool with it. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, I skipped something. Can I go back? I can't go back. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She's surprisingly cool with it. Nice. You set out on your adventure outside the castle. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. But we have this. Gobble her up? No. Tell her to quit yelling. The maiden realizes that you're not going to hurt her. She regains her composure. Now she's starting talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. I also don't understand them. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? This is also a new part, right? The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line from what you gather is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting, besides you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. They seem to be getting along just fine, so you decide it's about time for a nap. You don't get to sleep long, your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they are planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current Overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. And being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. She's actually not so bad, guys. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you. But before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand that? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. They're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Faithful underling end. What's gonna happen though? What's gonna happen though if I'm gonna say, okay, let's do it? Let's kill the Overlord. You tell them you were just joking and clarify that you're totally in to win it. They say you were always trouble with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it would be to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of full confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. Could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance, your guidance. I will dream of this melody. The soundtrack is pretty good here, actually. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on, and while showy death make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this, but you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. Your friends turn to notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. Oh! They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? Fuck! The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You show that the humans are liars? Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you, of course. They cry that it was all your idea and that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You all shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. Your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and the two humans. And then the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they could have killed you if you sided with her. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. At least she made it quick. Trade underling ends. But now I don't know what to do. Bum, bum, bum. The fire. What can we do with the fire? But we're pretty far with the story, right? At least with this story. I need more interactions. Eat it. I should just eat everything. Which story should I try, chat? Any idea? How can we solve the situation with the fire? Look at the middle line. That was so close to the end, right? The maiden? Again? Don't give up. Surely there's a good ending somewhere. Alright. Introduce yourself. Obey her. Refuse to leave. Near the castle entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. Hi, Kat. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while, yeah? Hope you're doing well. They're talking about assassination, the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the whole world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should have probably slowed down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. It was a big up and down, but at the moment it's good. I'm glad it's good right now. I'm glad and I hope it's gonna keep it like that. I really hope so. I'm wishing you only the best. It's nice to see you again. The underling you recognize from before barged in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You're relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she's very Aurora-like in this moment. The group of demons hissed each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. I'm thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. I don't think this is gonna help us. The hero needs to do something. I think the hero needs to slaughter them again. If only he had ignored those demons before. You and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. Ignore? How can I ignore them? Hello, Des. Hello, hello. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. How was your day? Only you had ignored those demons before. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. Not yet, but how? You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes your underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do. So you just pray. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by flames. I think I need to do something with the hero. Devout maiden end. A very, very bad end. Stressful, a lot of people today. Oh, I can imagine. Saturday evening. But now it's over. Now it's time to chill. I think I need to do something with this hero. Tries to kill the Overlord. Did you slaughter all the demon? Diplomatic. Let me see. Briefly slaughtered enough. Flee. Should I kill? I'm gonna kill them one more time. Cut through the demon army. I mean, they're bad anyway. Destroy now. Ask the maiden what's going on. Step the. This is all just a big miss on it. I think this is now. Never mind. This is not helping us because we already had this. Okay, let me see. Flee like a coward. Ask if they let you in. Destroy the. Ask the maiden. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They are talking about assassination, the Overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. We have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They are all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the Overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. Demon underling boards next, calling you liars. It's followed by the group from the entrance, who shifts the blame back onto the little one. These demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them. The whole room dissolves into noise until the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. This Overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden to safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hissed each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. Enjoy your Coke. That's the life. No, you're cute. Guys, you need to keep the chat in English though, even though it's nice that I'm understanding Danish now. Also Norwegian, which is super nice. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, sad that it's been betrayed. You join it, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. The next moment, the Overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. She thrusts her claws into her underling's chest and it lets out a horrible scream. You back away. You want to be the next target of her rage. She continues to dig and twist her claws into its limp body. You can no longer watch. Look to the maiden. She's crying, hands clasped together in prayer. Do you have faith in a town like this? You envy her. The two of you, the overlord and the underling's corpse, are all consumed by flames. How can we do this, chat? Resigned here. Okay. We need to... Oh my god, we got already 14 endings. I think I'm gonna... I need to do something with the underling. Right? Or the overlord. The overlord needs to kill all of them. Let's try it with the underling again. Gobble her up? No. You're out? She's actually not so bad, you guys. Let's kill the overlord. Maybe there must be another way. No, I died. Did you ever play the overlord? No, but I think I got those games. Give me a second. I think I got Overlord. Yeah, I got Overlord, Overlord Raising Hell, and Overlord 2. I don't know why I got those games. Probably... It's saying last played 2017. Isn't this game super old? I think I got it with one of the Humble Bundles. I don't know. Yeah, because it's saying it's RTS, hack and slash, and dark fantasy. Uh-huh. Isn't this like Diablo? No. Oh, this is looking super old. No, I never played them, but I got them for some reason. Alright, chat, let's try with, as the overlords. You're the overlord, you live in a castle. Tell them, grant them the day off. I shouldn't be the tyrant. Tell her she'd better go home. Let her stay for a while. You can't bring yourself. Uh-huh. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses a surprise that demons are not at all what she's expected them to be. Keep her here, let them go. You've almost fallen asleep when the maiden who burst into your room, frantically trying to communicate something to you. You're told that a group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised how nice of the humans to cure, though. One of your underlings barged in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was that first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice. Now she's punishing everyone, right? Yeah, we had this already. The group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A, yeah. How can... I mean... The maid gave us a hint. We should not... Yeah, we can listen to the conversation. But we should not run up. But I didn't have this opportunity. This is how you'll die. Burned alive in your own room by those you thought you could trust. You'd have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. I noticed the maiden there crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration, you don't even notice that you've grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot, knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cried that they didn't want to have you to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. Ah! Forgive them! Take her to be... I want to forgive them! You released the underling. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. They all burn together. Overlord's true end. We got a true end! Before you're taking back to reset the story once again, you pause for a moment. True end? You say to yourself. What was the point of all my effort if the true ending is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you were. You must have forgotten where you were. This is bad end theater. Is the pain setting in? Ah, you should have been well aware of what you've been shown when you entered this place. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater, my lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Anyway, I hope you all pardon the interruption. You are making great progress. The choice to continue on the next ending is always yours. I'll leave you to it, dear guest. So this is the true ending of who? There are more than 5 heroes? No, 5 of 11. 5 of 11, underling 4 of 9. No, never mind. Not heroes. Endings. Overlord. The true ending is they're all dying. This is not satisfying. Yeah. Huh. I wonder what the true ending here is. With the underling. Let's try this one. Maybe we just need to find the truth to it. Maybe. Let's kill the overlord. You tell them. We've just gone from one dead end to another. The maiden's crying, the hero is silent. You'll all burn together. No. Wait! That was a true ending as well! No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You can resist seeing it for yourself, though, or could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect them all. Will you give up? Will you give in to despair? Or there was another true ending. There you go. Dead. I think they're all dying. Don't scream at the sight of the underling. Introduce yourself. The overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved, but doesn't make any difference. Will you all burn together? Maiden's true end. It can't end like this. Keep collecting bad endings for now? No, it can't end like this, right? You want to answer the maiden's prayers? You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the path you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there is nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. Ah! I'm getting involved. Heroes on fire, maid on fire, everyone on fire, just not me. You are Mimi. You boldly insert yourself into this story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. Huh. You didn't know you could do that, but what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you, but why are you pitch black? You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. Just you were right. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi guys! You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be... No, don't say God. Her God? No, you're merely the player. If there was any good here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize what the real true ending must be. Now, enough of this. I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story, I'll pass. You watched helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way into the stage, did you? Is this the developer or something? I'm the narrator. Oh, I'm the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me tragedy if you like. Darkness envelopes your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You are alone in the darkness with me, tragedy. I'd sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater. Though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission. It's quite disrespectful. I'm sick of all these bad endings. I want to see something new. Then, frankly, you should have never came to a place called Bad End Theater. Haven't we already been over this? You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending? It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God. How can we fight God? The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. Oh god, is this gonna be round-based? What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. Attack. You try your best to tear me down, but you can't seem to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world after all. Reminds me of Undertaker. Yeah, absolutely, right. Yeah. Oh, is that all? You never defeat me like that. Wait, let me try that again. No, I'm gonna try it again. Defend. I'm gonna defend now. You try closing off your heart to protect yourself, but it doesn't make you feel any better. Oh no. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here. Behold my beautifully tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You witnessed 17 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Your heart does indeed ache for these characters. How could you want to put an end to all this? Do you truly care for them that much? They're still suffering backstage. You know, it's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right. You came here to save them. You can't do this alone. Ah! I am... Look at the HP of the tragedy on mine. I've got 17. And against Infinite. Call your friend to summon your... Summon? You find the hero in this room, hunched over a sewing table. His sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? You saying that? No, you're not a demon. You're... How can you explain it in a way the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's doing. This? I craft all my own hero gear. He senses pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the world of hero. Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing one. Any? You remember the state of your body and decide that, yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He's overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. He offered to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero. Please, tell me what I can do to teach that dream. The hero will now fight alongside you. Aww. I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us. Murderer! I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Okay, we got willpower and justice. Your reign of terror ends here. Tragedy! I refuse to give in! The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. And what about justice? The hero tries using his belief in justice to fight tragedy. That justice applies to you too, does it not? Will you pay for your misdeeds? What can I do now? My HP is going down. Oh, I need to summon. Oh, why am I even fighting? Uh-oh. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing. She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, Are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before. She's curious. You explain that, no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are in a sense. You've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. What a turn of events. Yeah, a lot of things happened. Hi, somebody, welcome back. Then perhaps you might be a demon. I was hoping I would meet one today. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. She's the catalyst of the story after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, but you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. You wanted to understand her role better, and so you ask, what is it that she's really hoping to gain from this? The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change your fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. What is this horrible creature? You with me, dear my maiden, is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I remember now, I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. I'm losing HP! I shouldn't have fight, to be honest. I have no idea how to be. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna die then? Hi Pat, welcome back as well. Feel like I need to watch the VOD and see what. Yeah, I was also surprised. Let's say it this way. You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on a guard duty, as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. Hey, you're a pretty weird-looking intruder. What do you want? You explain that no, you're not an intruder, although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the underling you've come to save them from tragedy. Maybe one of the characters can heal us, hopefully. Otherwise, this game over soon. Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job. The underling snickers. Snickers? Snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. Think of the underling's friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the underlings suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So, there is a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling will now fight alongside you. Wait, what the fuck? You didn't say anything about a boss battle? The underling, huh? You must be a desperate to call in such an unreliable ally. If I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over. Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. I've got 1 HP left. Uh-oh. Alright, let's summon the last one, the Overlord. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torch on the wall. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well, I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. I say, so this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. I hope you prepare to face your death as well. I think we're gonna die now. 1 HP left, by the way. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Your HP has run out. You are overcome by tragedy. Yeah, that's the thing. If you wish to challenge me again, collect more bad endings. Oh, I need to collect more bad endings. You'll be able to reach this path again through the Maiden's True End. I'll be waiting. You're That was my bad end. I didn't know I can also get a bad end. But if I want to do that, that's going to take some time. But this is basically how you're playing this game. Interesting. Seems like a very, very nice and cute game, actually. And I'm missing quite a few. What was it saying? Yeah, 17041. Well, okay. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop now. That was Slowly Burbles. That was Bad End Theater, and I hope you also enjoyed it, because it seems super fun to play with all those multiple endings. I'm excited to see all of them, but probably not on stream anymore. That was the gameplay for this game, but thank you so much for watching.